Our special guest today is the Speaker of the State Assembly of the Legislature of New Jersey, Speaker Vincent Prieto.
I want to thank AARP for forums like this are very important for us as legislators to get educated on issues and concerns that are out there. And that's the way we can do responsible legislation to make sure we take care of AARP members and make the quality of life of the residents of the state of New Jersey. So I want to thank you for your leadership in forums like this that are essential for us to do what we can do and do it to the best of our ability.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm Dave Mullen, and I am the State President of AARP New Jersey. I'd like to start by thanking you for sponsoring the CARE Act. We think that's going to be a real positive addition to our attempts to make care better and lower medical costs. So thank you for that very much.
I think that for us and to give the best health care, there's a wellness component, and that's why I was a prime sponsor, and hopefully if the governor signs it, it was the Caregiver Act, we would be the second state in the nation to have it, that this would help especially seniors and older population to have somebody that's designated to help them take their medicines. The readmission rate is very high in the state of New Jersey. So if you don't take your medicines properly and take care of those wounds and clean them and dress them properly, I think that's how people end up back into the hospital. And it becomes a greater problem when you have that many number of people going into back to the hospital.
I have been a caregiver from 1997 when my mom started getting sick. And in that process, I had to use my own retirement money to spend down and keep my mom and me at home rather than institutionalized. And so what happens to a person like me and my peers, and I know there were thousands just here in Bergen County alone, what happens to those caregivers now? And is there a provision through the new caregiver, the wonderful thing that you've done with the Caregiver Act?
I think the Caregiver Act was very important because it was, I think, the first step. And the first step was doing something that didn't have a price tag attached to it. Even though it didn't, it was a yeoman's task trying to get everybody to buy into it, because there was a lot of concerns from them. So we got this done. Then now giving some type of credit, it's the next one. The only thing is in our state right now, as I said, we're sort of in difficult, dire straits, but I definitely support it. That would be step 2. And I think that would be the best scenario for our Caregiver Act, that we can add something to give relief to those people that devote their time and, and money to helping with their loved ones, that really create a safety net for the state, that they don't become a burden on the state.
I would be remiss if I didn't thank you, Speaker Prieto, for being the prime sponsor of the CARE Act, which if the Governor Christie signs the bill, which is awaiting his signature, will be the second only in the nation that will really set a precedent for improving quality of care in hospitals and post-discharge.
We always try to strive to do the best we can, especially for our seniors. When I first got here today, I said, seniors and pave the way for us. So we got to make sure we take care of you. The AARP members are phenomenal. They have great people that represent them. They have educated me on many issues. That's how I'm able to make the decisions on what type of legislation we can bring up to either a committee or on the floor to ultimately get to the governor's desk to sign. So like I said, for me, it's a great pride and privilege to be able to serve you, and I'm here as your servant to see how we can make your quality of life better in the state of New Jersey. So thank you, and God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you, Speaker Prieto.